Neil Carlson here, talking with Timothy Lynch of the National Weather Service in Grand Forks, talking flooding a little bit. So where are we sitting there? Have you guys come out with any specific numbers yet for Grand Forks of what you're expecting?
Well, currently we're sitting just under the action stage. We're sitting about a little over 24 feet at the moment. Had some recon this morning go out, and here in Grand Forks we're still seeing a lot of ice on top of the water surface, but it is starting to crack around the edges, and the overall level is coming up a bit. So we should see that come up or continue on an upward trend through the entire forecast period, so through next week. We will see a rise into minor flood stage by probably Wednesday morning if this keeps up like it is, and then it'll just continue upward from there. Okay. And are you expecting a crest already again next week, or that's a lot farther out? It's a bit further out, I think. The forecast models that we use and that our guidance gives us, it goes out a certain distance, and it comes up to the top of a curve, but there are some other factors that we do need to keep in mind, with this, especially with any kind of precipitation systems, like we have two systems this week, that are coming through that still have a bit of uncertainty. As we put that together, we'll adjust the forecast accordingly. So as we get a little bit closer on that and get a little bit more confidence in those tracks and those storms, then we'll be able to adjust the forecast and get a little bit closer, I think. But right now we are forecasting moderate flood stage here by this coming by the weekend, where we'll be up in the moderate flood stage here at the East Grand Forks monitor location. Okay. Looking at your chart here, it had like 44 feet by next Tuesday or Wednesday. 44.9, I think, is what we have it by Sunday morning. Okay. So that's a big rise real quickly here. It is, and that kind of follows the trend that we're seeing on the rivers a little further to the south. We did have a reasonably consistent and relatively quick melt. It was favorable. It wasn't all at once, but it was relatively steady over the past week or so. So we did get some nice melting, and that's going to be working its way into the channel very soon. Okay, so we could be seeing some more specific updates as we get a little farther into this? Yes, and they could change a little bit. It was adjusted up from the last one that we sent out, but as I said before, there were some other points that were adjusted down. It all depends on, like I said, the precipitation we're receiving, the track of the storms, because that is taken into account with the models that we use. So. Okay. Well, the good news in all this, if you stay around that 45 feet, that's still within 15 feet of the dike system in Grand Forks. So that's well below what I'd like to see it. It's under major flood stage, so that's good. We're not completely out of the woods yet, of course, but it looks like things are well on their way. So. Okay. All right. That's Timothy Lynch of the National Weather Service in Grand Forks. Thanks for talking to me. Anytime. Okay.